All right, deep divers, are you ready for something a little different today?
Ooh, different. How?
Well, we're not exactly diving into like a hard-hitting investigative piece or, breaking down complex research this time around.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Today we're going to explore a children's story.
A children's story, huh?
Yep. A fun and engaging story all about recycling.
I love it. Gotta start 'em young, right?
Absolutely. And this story has got it all: a race, some friendly competition, and of course a delicious reward waiting at the finish line for the winning team.
Well, you've definitely got my attention now. Tell me more.
So picture this. We're at Greenfield Elementary School, and the whole place is buzzing with excitement because Principal Bloom just announced the Great Recycling Race.
The Great Recycling Race, what's that all about?
It's a school-wide competition where each class tries to collect and sort the most recyclable materials.
And what's the prize for the winning class?
Oh, just a little something every kid dreams of: a pizza party.
Whoa, now that's a prize worth fighting for.
You bet it is. And trust me, these kids are fired up and ready to recycle like pros.
I can already imagine the competitive spirit kicking in.
Yeah. And speaking of competition, let's meet our recycling superstars for today's story.
Okay, who are we rooting for?
We've got Lily, Marco, and Jamal from Mrs. Willow's fifth grade class.
Fifth grade, huh? They sound like they're up for the challenge.
Oh, they are. They're determined to win that pizza party for their class, and along the way they learned some super valuable lessons about recycling.
That's what I like to hear, learning and fun all rolled into one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, as the Great Recycling Race kicks off, Miss Willow takes the opportunity to teach her class some really important recycling rules.
Always good to brush up on the basics.
Rule number one, you got to clean those recyclables before tossing them in the bin.
Yeah, makes sense. No one wants a sticky mess contaminating everything else.
Right, like imagine a dirty yogurt container ending up with a stack of clean paper. Not a good mix.
Definitely not what we want.
And that brings us to rule number two, cardboard boxes. They're recyclable, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, here's the catch. If those cardboard boxes are greasy, like from pizza or fries, they've got to go in the trash.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, only clean cardboard can be recycled.
Good to know. I have to double check my cardboard from now on.
Always a good idea.
Yeah.
And speaking of things that can be tricky to recycle, let's talk about mixed materials. Things made of both paper and plastic.
Like juice boxes.
Exactly. Those can't be recycled either. They have to go in the trash, too.
Huh. Another one I'll have to keep in mind.
It's all about keeping things clean and sorted correctly, so the recycling process can work its magic.
Makes total sense.
Now, just when Mrs. Willow's class thinks they've mastered all the recycling rules, Principal Bloom throws in a curveball.
Ooh, a twist in the plot. I love it.
Right for the final round, each class has to perfectly sort the recyclables to earn bonus points.
Wow, talk about pressure.
Tell me about it. But this challenge actually highlights something super important about recycling.
What's that?
It shows just how crucial it is to sort those recyclables carefully. If everything gets mixed up at the recycling center, it creates a huge mess and makes the whole process much harder.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like a giant puzzle. Each piece has to go in the right spot.
You got it. So Mrs. Willow's class rallies together. Jamal steps up as the plastic sorting pro. Marco becomes the metal master. And Lily keeps a watchful eye on the paper bin, making sure no sneaky mixed materials slip in.
I love their teamwork, each of them using their strengths.
Right. They're a true recycling dream team.
And all for a pizza party. What could be better motivation?
Well, the pizza party is definitely a delicious bonus. But here's the best part. You ready for this?
Hit me with it.
Mrs. Willow's class, they win the Great Recycling Race.
Ooh, way to go, team.
I know, right? They earned that pizza party, and more importantly, they learned so much about recycling along the way and had a blast doing it.
And that's what makes learning so much fun, when we can do something good for ourselves and the planet at the same time.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, deep divers, tell me, what's your favorite thing to recycle?